What is happening, everybody? How are you guys? You know what? I'm gonna stick with the Christmas music just because, you know what? I had a crappy Christmas, so I'm just gonna extend it as long as I want to go. But it's Friday the 13th, and I'm joined with my buddy Tommy Gunn, who's I think off camera.
No, I cut it on. I'm having technical difficulty with my camera, and I don't understand why.
He can't figure out which one to plug it into. He can't figure out what hole to plug it into.
Yeah.
Story of my life. Tap the camera twice, see if it autofocuses.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just sitting there, come
on, man.
Come on, camera.
Come on, man.
Do it. No.
I'm kind of retarded.
No kidding.
We'll come back to Tommy because, joining us from all the way down under, David Applegate.
G'day. Good evening. And how are
you? Yeah. So what's up? Man, this is off to a heck of a start, right?
Yeah.
It's been a horrible week, hasn't it?
It really has, dude. I am having a rough one myself.
I mean, other than personal problems, it's been crazy with
Somebody got echo.
We've had a few deaths.
Yeah.
A few really shocking deaths. We had the not so surprising revelation that FTX had 5 billion stashed away around the world. I bet he's crying they found it.
Yeah, I mean, you knew they were gonna go after it. They were gonna find something.
He knew they were gonna find something, but he didn't know they were gonna find that much. I mean, he went into hiding after that. Started crying to the media that he had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Let's see.
And then he's saying, "Oh, well, if I was still in charge, I would have found it." Yeah, no kidding. You knew where it was. Because, he's trying to take advantage of double jeopardy, right?
I'm curious if he's like, well, I'm going to put this here, and he's still got more.
Yeah, well, he's probably still, we don't know what they did, okay? But we definitely know they conducted millions of transactions over 10 months, spent 7 billion on food, spent 7 million on food, man. What a piggy. I mean, you have to be a real piggy to spend that much.
More than likely, they got like gold leaf pizza and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen where they'll make pizza with gold on it?
No.
Yeah. I had to pull up a video while y'all talk.
Yeah. Seabay. I bet he was buying Seabay steaks. You know, those $10,000 steaks.
Is it any better than the oh crap, what's that brand? Steaks?
No, they're not better than Omaha Steaks.
Omaha Steaks, where if you use the code MENSROOM25, you get 50% off of your order. So go to Omaha Steaks, type in the Men's Room 25 and get 100% off your order. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. Your steaks are fantastic.
So the pizza is gold leaf, and it costs $70,000.
Yeah, I bet he had his pizzas delivered by hookers.
Wow. That's one I need. What in the world? I need that one. Hang on. Where are you at here?
Where's your what in the world?
Wow.
Damn. Oh, that's it. You need for the movie Friday. You need damn from the movie Friday.
Wow.
Chris Rock in his early days.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's the Bahamas. You can spend money very quickly. I mean, there's so many I suppose rich people looking to get richer by taking advantage of the Nouveau rich. But there's no way people didn't know he was spending that much money. I mean, BlackRock just suddenly up and one day decided to withdraw all their money. I mean, it's not like they weren't keeping tabs on him.
It's crazy.
But the people have to understand the only way they're going to get their money from crypto is to find somebody stupider than them to buy it, right? It's the greater fallacy for
maybe.
It's like, here, I got a magic rock. And it's like pet rocks. They just went up and up and up in price. And as soon as everybody said, too expensive, walked away, that's what will happen to crypto.
Wow.
There is another money form coming through the works, and I'm actually interested in it. I think it's called constitutional money. And it's
I heard about it.
It's paper money, but it's lined in a gold to equal the value of $1 or $5.
Yeah, I think they've only got 5. I think they've only got 5% of the value in the actual.
No, it says it's worth what it is.
No. They're saying it's worth what it is, but people are saying that given the fluctuations and values of gold, that you can't set its true value. You know what I mean? That the cost of production, they couldn't put its full value into the note. They just, if they are, and they'll just go broke very quickly.
What go broke?
Well, if you're printing $1 worth of gold, right, and your note's only worth $1, well, how are you going to pay for the printing cost?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot to mint thin wafer gold. I mean, it's can be melted to like 1,000 degrees, cooled rapidly, and then laid onto the paper while it's still cooling, so it will stick.
Yeah, probably.
But not set fire to it. Got to be very careful with minting gold, because people just I'll just rob your place. So security's going to be a bitch.
But wouldn't that though? It would make sense to a point to where you when gold goes up, your dollar's worth more.
Well, see, when America minted the silver coin, they minted a $5 coin for $3, and then the value of silver went way up, and the coin became worth $25, though it had a face value of $5. You'll have that with gold too. You'll have people hoarding those silver dollars because they were so valuable. The same thing will happen to gold leaf. You'll create a new run on gold with people trying to hoard it if they can buy it for $1, even though it's not now worth 10. They'll just buy up as much as they can, creating a run, which will further hasten the bankruptcy of the company behind it, because they now have to buy gold at a much expensive price to mint $1.
Yeah.
Whereas the silver coin company, they say, right, you buy $1 coin, but you pay the mint value, which is like $5.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, it's all money bullshit that's going to be just somebody's get rich quick scheme. I mean, I don't see any purpose beyond that. I don't see anything other than collectors. Hey, what about all these sudden heart attacks? They got the attention.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, they got the attention of some in Europe, and they're starting to panic. Well, they're also panicking about the fact that Ukraine just lost another town to the Russians.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, and Russia keeps telling them, well, once we secure Donbass, this is what the Russians keep putting out military notices, by the way. Nobody other than the Pentagon seems to read them.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying to rearrange my USBs to see if it's a USB port problem or what with my camera.
Could just be a burnt out. It just could be burnt out.
It might be. I hope not. But I have something ordered. I'm hoping it comes soon.
What'd you get?
So you can. I have an Xbox One with the Kinect, but I never used the Kinect. I just kept it in storage. Well, I found out a lot of YouTubers are actually using the Kinect for their webcam because it's so much better.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I bought an adapter cord from Amazon to where I can hook it up to my computer. Son of a bitch! But it's been 2 weeks and I'm still waiting.
That sucks.
But it gives you a full big picture. It's not like your regular webcam. Like it gives you. Because the main reason I ordered it, is because like when we do the shot at your place, we can hook that webcam up and you can see everybody.
Oh yeah, let's say you buy the camera. Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's got a built-in mic, but I wouldn't use the mic because I don't know how good it is. But
we'll find out.
Did you get my email the other day?
Let me see.
It was about the Scarlet
robot in.
No, let me check.
I sent you an email with 2 links in it.
Do you know what time you sent it?
It was a couple days ago.
You're beep booping, Seth.
Beep up.
I know. Just don't worry about it.
How many of the Friday the 13th have you seen?
I like one or two of them. I don't really like scary movies.
No, neither do I. I think I've seen the first. I think the first one's the only one I've seen the full of. HBO I turned off. H2O, whatever it is, the one that the Halloween special on HBO. Then it had a sequel which looked even dumber. But
why would my Stream Deck work? Piece of junk, dude.
Well, what's happened?
What do you mean?
You're saying it's a piece of junk. You used to be so thrilled with it.
Oh, yeah, dude. All right, so the Stream Deck I've got a bunch of controls on that I use for sending out tweets and stuff. And of course it doesn't want to work. So piece of junk. I want stuff that'll work work when you're supposed to, please.
Yeah, I want stuff to work for more than a week after you bought it.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's like the phone. You buy a new phone and it's fantastic. A month later, it's just as slow as your old phone.
Yeah. Anybody interested in the Last of Us HBO show?
The Last of Us.
I think I flushed the script to that this morning.
I have not seen that yet.
Druckmann's
it starts Sunday night.
Hmm.
And we will be I'll be live on Justin's channel covering it. I think 9:00 when we're going live.
Mm-hmm. Well, Druckmann's had a hissy fit. He said he's no longer announcing new projects before they're ready for release because of all the backlash over the upcoming games, and because he's not doing The Last of Us 3. Sony cancelled that.
Because it sucked.
So it's got the guy from Mandalorian in it? The Mandalorian? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't like Pedro Pascal. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I see. I don't know much about him besides that. Like, that's the only thing I've seen him in. Is he like not a good person or something?
He's just such a liberal, man.
Oh,
like, and I get it.
Ruffalo.
I get it if you exactly. I get it if you like want to have difference of opinions. It took us 15 minutes to get on YouTube. Had to go through my tablet, then YouTube let us in. Weird. YouTube is being weird. I don't know if they're having problems or not. But that was my mom, by the way. She was over on the old Facebook.
Hey, Seth, Mom.
But yeah, so all right, Pedro Pascal is a gigantic liberal. And like I was saying, I don't mind if you're a liberal. I don't mind if you have different opinions. It's just when you force your opinions out and like berate people for not having the same opinion as you. That's what I have a problem with. And he jumped on and was just like, oh, blah, you know, he berated Gina Carano for posting that meme one time, and it was just like, dude, enough, dude.
Yeah, like, he's the one who he felt personal because
don't forget to hit the like button, folks.
He just demonizes people when he can, and that's the part I don't like about him, is that he's just an absolute hypocrite.
Yeah.
Talks about how inclusive he is, and then says he won't work with Republicans. Like, dude.
So question about this, The Last of Us. Are you going in open-minded? Are you scared? Are you excited?
Well,
I'm going in open-minded. I've stayed away from promotional material. I've seen that there's ads. I've seen there's some trailers, stuff like that, but I've tried to stay away from like pretty much watching the trailer. I have not seen the trailer. Anytime a trailer comes on, I'll like look at it long enough to realize, oh, that's The Last of Us, and kind of like look away.
All right. So, and you said you're going to be on what channel?
The Podcasting Dead.
There you go.
I'll put that channel in the link here in just a second.
All right. Yeah, the only thing I've heard is about Neil Druckmann's hissy fit over announcements to upcoming games, and he's taken them down because he got backlash and a bit of ridicule for Last of Us 3 being cancelled. So, but I think he actually wants to do Last of Us 3. That's why he's not telling anybody what he's up to.
The problem of it is they need to make it good.
Yeah.
Well, he has to, because Sony said they're not going to pick it up. So if he creates it, he might be doing all that for nothing because Sony hasn't ordered it.
Well, that's true. You got to have Sony on board, and Sony doesn't like losing money.
Yeah.
Well, Sony took a big risk on the promises that Woke was going to bring in a new generation of gamers, and they're watching the new generation of gamers go to Call of Duty, Fortnite, etc. They're not happy. And then after the God of War came out on the PlayStation, they lost a lot of players off The Last of Us 2. Sales just keep going down and down and down.
Well, I mean,
look at the quality though of God of War 2 compared to the quality of The Last of Us 2.
Well, I didn't play it, and I'm trying to get in touch with Chad to see if I can get his copy to play it.
I just talked about the quality. Yeah,
I know everybody's butthurt that I haven't played it, but I have an opinion.
Yeah,
even though that I've watched over 32 hours of gameplay footage, apparently
which
I'm
you're allowed
still
to have
not.
an opinion over. And if you see the gameplay footage and go, yeah, I wish Last of Us 2 was that good.
Well,
just on graphics.
the problem of it is though is I would understand that that I would need to play the game if the game had multiple choices, multiple endings, multiple stuff. But the game itself is on rails, and there's no reason to play.
Again,
There's no reason.
Once you've done it,
yeah.
You
Once
finish it.
once you watch it, there's no reason to go back in and keep playing it.
It's not like there's a hidden ending or multiple
No.
choices. Not like God of War 2, which has like lots of choices. It's a much bigger game, lot better graphics, and I think that's what's appealing. And I think on the rail games, like it's not just Last of Us 2. I think a lot of the on the rail games, people are looking at and going, "Nah, I want open world."
Right, and see that The Last of Us, the Last of Us in general is gigantic movies. That's all it is. You control the movie, and the cutscenes, the important information that the storyteller wants you to hear, is what you don't get to play in. That's all cutscenes.
Yeah.
So you go from A to B. There's only one way to get there. There's no. These games are very vast and detailed, and allows you the it allows you the perception that you're gonna kind of make your own way, and it's just not true. There's only one way in.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even though say Red Dead Redemption has 3, maybe possibly 4 or 5 endings in reality, it still gives you the fact that you could play that world for a long time before even ending the game. Whereas The Last of Us 2 gives you no option.
there's nothing else that you can. There's no like side missions in the game to play. It's all just one long story. Which, I mean, that's kind of like Uncharted. Uncharted's the same thing. Uncharted is a giant movie, but it's enjoyably written.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much before open world, because what killed Uncharted series was the fact Sony turned around and says, "Can you make this open world?" "No, we're going to do something else."
Yeah.
I don't think Druckmann understands open world, and that's what people want. In the 90s, by the rail games were popular, but it ain't the 90s.
So what do you look for in a game? I'm curious.
I want something to get my attention. I want to be engaged in it, and The Last of Us did that. The Last of Us was a fantastic game. The second one, when I heard the leaks that Joel was going to be killed, and like not in a good way, like I've told people this plenty of times, like I'm not mad that Joel died. Most good stories, the mentor always does die.
Yeah.
And it gives the person a
growth character.
Yeah, growth and an understanding to be better. But the way they did it, the way that Joel was killed, the way that Joel walked in the room and was like, "Yeah, I'm Joel. This is my brother Tommy." Like he would have never done that.
Yeah.
Not after the Firefly incident. Since the Firefly incident, he would have never given his real name because he knew they were after him.
Let me ask you this. See, for me, I've never played either one. I played Halo. And Halo was great all the way up till 3. And then in Halo, they Master Chief, military guy, he was top dog. You couldn't beat him. Nobody could kill him. He was the best of the best. After 3, they started degrading him. And then by the 5th one, they basically made him seem like he was a piece of crap. And you're supposed to be that. So they're basically saying you're a piece of crap when you play it. They made bigger Spartans and stuff like that, and they make fun of because, you're the old version of us.
Yeah.
But I don't like the campaign, but I still play the online port of the new games.
I think they did that because they were looking at other franchises not saying that just Warhammer alone, but other franchises were doing the same thing at the time, bringing in a new, revised, updated, new improved version that you can have the younger generation imprint themselves on and be, because there is an ageism problem in America. Young people love these days to call people boomers, to say you're outdated, to say you're old, and they love these video games where you're an 18-year-old super soldier with all,
Well,
they
see,
can take on a tank with a handgun.
it was better. The first three were good because everybody had the same ability, which was no ability. You just had shields, and you had a gun, and you could only run at one pace. But then they gave you multiple choices with, you can have like a Batman boomerang thing that slid you up this air and everything. But I like the first three because there's more strategy in your head, fast planning. And that was it. Like, whoever had the best strategy in their hand and can put it to their hands in reaction time, that's who got the kills. Now it's like a rock, paper, scissors game now.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. They're basically phone games, a lot of phone games are rock, paper, scissors. Hey, podcasting.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, buddy? Let me guess. You're enjoying the wonderful Miami.
He's in Miami?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
The heat. Bring the heat, man.
It's 35 here.
Yeah, 36 degrees up here. So I can't wait. I'm
yeah, you're gonna
one
Fahrenheit.
He sits I.
He's probably 36 Celsius, like super hot.
I don't know. Let's see what the temperature is down there. Miami.
It's probably a bit chill.
63 degrees. Let's see what that means. It's 17 Celsius.
17. Oh, that's cold.
Well, not according to here. Like, he's probably down there in shorts and a t-shirt, and everybody else is probably walking around in like hoodies and bundled up.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. But that's
if it was 63 degrees, I'd be like chilling.
It's 78 here.
He said it's actually chilly here. It was nice yesterday. I bet, man. If you got your AirPods, dude, you got a link in the email. You just jump in and chill.
It's 26 degrees here, which is 78 Fahrenheit.
Nice. That's good t-shirt motorcycle weather.
Yep.
That's such a good feeling, like being in a t-shirt, just cruising on a bike, warm wind just blowing on you in the night air. It's such a good feeling. I miss my bike.
We need to put it back together.
I know. I'm just not motivated to. I know that as soon as I put it back together, I'm gonna fall in love with it, and then I'm not gonna want to sell it.
What color was you gonna paint it?
Oh, it's just gonna be the same satin black.
Same flat black?
Yeah, satin, not flat.
Oh, satin.
Satin has a little bit more shine to it than flat.
You need to just buy one thing for it, and you'll be back into building it.
Well, the bodywork's done. I just need to I need to get some. I need to wet sand it because there's a couple imperfections that I don't like the way that the black paint laid.
Yeah.
So I need to wet sand it, shoot it again, and then I really just need to get the front end put back together to where I can kind of move it around in the garage. Because right now the front end's all apart.
Wish you had one of them bike jacks that lifts the whole thing up.
I need that. I need it, but I don't need it because as soon as I sell the bike, I won't need it.
You ain't gonna sell that bike.
I don't know, dude. You know how much fun I could do? You know, like the money I get out of that. I've already talked to the wife. Whatever money I get out of that gets put right back in the S10.
What do you got to do to the S10 now?
Are you serious?
No, like I'm asking in general. Like we're in a
V8,
conversation.
dude.
Huh?
V8 swap.
Oh, you're doing a V8 swap?
What do you think I'm doing with it?
I didn't know what you were doing with it. You never explained it to me.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
are you going
V8
full
swap.
MSD V8 swap? Or
I mean,
are
I'm
you
gonna do something.
Something.
Yeah, I want to do something fun.
let's mini tub it?
Well, that's cool. I'm down.
You down with tubbing it?
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to. It needs a new. I need to find a new bedside first. Like I want to try to find like parts and stuff to put it all back together. Like body panels once I'm done with the swap.
Yeah.
And all honestly, if I haven't sold the bike, by the time that the Subaru gets paid off, I'm buying another truck. When I buy another truck, I'm just gonna yank the guts out of the Tahoe because I'm not gonna sell the Tahoe and make any money off of it. I know it's a side tangent, but whatever.
You might make some money off of it though.
No, I won't because no.
Have you seen what's been selling on Craigslist lately?
Yeah, but the amount of money that I have put into it,
Yeah, that's true.
I'll never get it. I'll never get anywhere near it out.
Would you mini tub it or fully tub it if you did a V8 swap?
Just a mini tub. I really don't want. All honestly, it doesn't really need to be tubbed.
True.
The stance is perfect.
Because if you did, because I was gonna say if you fully tubbed it, we would probably have to put a fuel cell in there.
I do want to put a fuel cell in it.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. In the bed or under the bed?
Either or, it doesn't matter. I'm not particular.
Okay.
I think it would be cool to put it in the bed so that way it's like, there. I want to get some skinnies, like 15 by 6s, 15 by. I want to do 15 by 6. I think it would give it a better, fuller look in the front, and then take 2 of the 15 by 8s and put slicks on them.
What height do you got it right now?
It is dropped 3 in the front and 4 in the back. So it'll sit level.
Now, is the axle on the leaf springs or below the leaf springs still?
It's on the leaf springs.
Okay.
But it's got 4-inch lowering blocks.
Okay.
In the back. It's either 3 or I know it's 3 and 4. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 3 in the front and 4 in the back. I could be 3 in the back and 4 in the front. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 3 in the front, 4 in the back. But
damn it, you're gonna make me want to work on my truck now.
Well, dude, you need to hurry up and get it done.
Dude, I know. I just can't. I swear, the older I get, the less time I get.
I've been saying it for years. The more that you understand the concept of time, the less you get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, man, I could sit around talking about trucks all night. Cars and trucks. Your Tahoe's motor. Oh, yeah. My mom said your Tahoe's motor was changed 9 years ago. Wasn't it 2014? You may have your money's worth by now. Yeah, but still, like, it's got a brand. Well, that's true. It has been 9 years. I was get ready to say it's got a brand new motor, transmission, transfer case, and stuff, but I guess it doesn't matter. The motor's 9 years old now. I forgot. It just seems like the other day. It's the other day. But
you could turn it into a toy.
No, I don't need it. I don't need another vehicle. I just want a truck. I want a pickup truck to like haul stuff and do things in. And then I kind of want to yank the 5.3 out of the Tahoe with the ECU and the transmission, put it in the S10.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the Punisher.
What happened?
So you know the back panels. Well, with slicks, they stretch and rise up when you're going down the track.
Yeah.
They were rubbing the inside and made the paint bubble right there at the back tire corner panels.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
We just got it taken to the shop for some body for them parts to be extended so the tire won't rub on them. So that was actually slowing the car down.
Allegedly.
So after that, then we got invited to go and just park our car in front of this another race. They don't want us to race. Because it's mainly just your average cars racing, but they want our car and Axeman's car in the front right when you pull in. So we have to get this done. It's already been raced. We just got to get it sent to paint, and then 2 weeks from now we go on the trip to go do it in North Carolina. I think Axeman just finally got his car back up and running.
Sounds like a good time to be had for all.
Heck yeah, man. I need to come out there and watch y'all race.
Oh yeah. I need to get you a t-shirt.
That too.
I'll give you a hoodie, but I can't give them away.
I mean, I would be down to buy a hoodie because hoodies are cool.
I don't know. I don't think he's charging too much for the hoodies, but I don't know how much you paid for them.
Well, get your hoodie here on the men's room.
Oh yeah, get the hoodie.
Just email us what you want, and we'll ship it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be awesome.
I actually got an account with somebody local to get shirts made whenever we do
that's cool.
merchandise. Yeah.
That's cool. Ear filling. No, it still sucks, but whatever. My ear still. It doesn't hurt, but it's annoying. What was we going to talk about? I know we kind of talked about The Last of Us.
Did we really talk who passed?
I mean, not really. I mean,
Not
Lisa
really.
Marie Presley and Robbie Knievel.
Now, was she noticed just because of her father, or did she actually have a career? I don't know. I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan, but I don't know nothing about her.
She did have a career, but her fame was always overshadowed by her father.
That's got
She tried a few movies. She didn't get traction in Hollywood other than guest stars, and she started getting into the game show circuit, guest starring in this and guest starring in that. But she got so caught up in various marriages and lawsuits, I think, over the years that she never really got past being somebody who's famous for being famous.
Now, was she married to Michael Jackson?
I don't know. I know she was married to Nicolas Cage for a short time.
So, anybody that believes conspiracy theory that Elvis is still alive, see who's at the funeral.
Yeah, dude.
I had this conversation with somebody, and I said, "Look how big Elvis was when he last appeared in public. He was huge. Then for 20 years, they're saying everybody saw Elvis. Yeah, because there was a guy running around pretending to be Elvis who built the estate for $20 million. An impersonator made a lot of money impersonating. Well, your mum says yes to Michael Jackson, so
yeah, I guess she was married to Michael Jackson.
Yes,
I didn't know.
I know she had 4 marriages, and they all bombed.
Shoo-wee. What? Now she had a son that recently self-deleted.
Yeah, she lost a son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she also He also had lots of lawsuits.
That's right, Bob Joyce. If you look up Bob Joyce on YouTube, he looks just like Elvis.
Now, if he shows up at the funeral, something's up.
Dude, I'm telling Bob Joyce can come and go as he pleases at Graceland.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pictures of him all over it.
Yeah. So
hey, more power to him if he wants, I think there's a time in everybody's life where you got to choose fame, the money, or the good life. You can't always have all of it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't think Elvis lives. I think he and his close friends, they had a falling out. He never really had true friends for a long time, and by the time he discovered true friendship, he was stuffing burgers down his throat. And
I don't necessarily agree with that. In my parents are huge Elvis fans, and they talked about the same group of people that hang out with Bob Joyce is Elvis's entourage.
Well, if that's true, then more power to him. If he definitely faked his death, that's his.
That's right.
He wants this cash out.
And Bob Joyce is married to Elvis's first real girlfriend.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So, I mean, wouldn't it be cool just to like fake it and take off and then
Well, if you watch the movie, you think that would be his best exit strategy.
Yeah.
Especially with the trouble with his business manager in the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Bellagio stuff that sucked.
But it was the mob. You sign a deal with the mob, they're going to collect.
I was a huge Elvis Presley fan to the point I sung the Teddy Bear song for the talent show in 3rd grade. And
I really hope there's video of that somewhere.
I hope not. But
that would be cool.
And
after the show,
I used to have a record player just for his records. That's the only I had all his records and Achy Breaky Heart. Yeah, and those were my only records I had.
My mum was a huge Elvis fan. She cried for weeks.
My mom did too.
No, I definitely think there was real problems in his life, though, that you just can't help but say, geez, if only he had real friends. I mean, but Lisa's passing, I mean, that's, she partied for 2 days after the Golden Globes, went home and carked it. I mean,
so
you sort of have to worry that she OD'd,
So, Seth, while I'm still waiting on your black filament to come here so I can make that sword stand, there is something I'm working on, and you might actually want one.
Yeah.
Did you like the Christmas movie?
Which one? There's a lot of.
It's the one with the foot lamp.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Yeah, Christmas Story. Yeah.
My dad was pretty upset too. Locked himself in the bathroom for a long time. Oh, that sucks.
But I'm slicing and getting it all ready. I'm gonna 3D print that lamp.
Sweet.
A guy created it, and I'm gonna 3D print it and give it to my dad because that's one of his. But I'll have it saved in case anybody else wants one.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a good novelty gift. I don't think you can buy them.
I don't know. It's always 3D printing's going to take off. I mean, they're getting better all the time. They've got 8K units out now.
Did any
Pretty
of y'all
high resolution?
Did any of y'all actually still see Violent Night?
I saw
No.
Violent Night.
It's a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it on anywhere?
On my phone.
Which, by the way, you need to get this tablet. It's ready to go. I got a new tablet.
All right. I'll set you up.
But I'm gonna have to keep. We're gonna have to keep it in a plastic bag.
Why?
Because I don't want it smelling like cigarette smoke.
Oh no, you're good. I can set it up real easy. I can actually do it in the garage.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Yeah, definitely. I really want to start watching some movies. We got HBO Plus so that we can watch. I really want to see Black Adam. I still haven't seen that yet.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's not that great, but I still want to see it.
People say
so bad if they didn't add them two characters. Well,
Which
at least
ones?
the actors. It's the two young ones. I'm trying to think of their names. One grows really tall. He's supposed to be. It's like the Young Justice League added to it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like
people,
the actors, and I just think it was an overkill.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm still, I want to see it. I know that people talk bad about it, but I still am interested.
People have given various reasons for not liking that movie. Some people didn't like Dr. Fate. Some people didn't like how they handled Black Adam. I mean, I like the idea though that
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No, I just like the idea that he put so much effort into the movie.
I mean, you can talk spoilers now because I mean, I have watched the EFAP run through, so I've watched about 8 hours of content on it. Yeah.
I was just pissed that he died before his story.
Dr. Fate.
Yes, he had a great story that didn't get told.
He saved somebody. Oh, hey, what's up, Anime Night?
Hi guys, sorry I'm late to the party.
You're good, dude. We're talking about Black Adam. Have you seen it?
No, not yet. I was at the movies today though, but I didn't see Black Adam.
Do you care about spoilers?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we were talking about how Dr. Fate died, but then it was like, well, why didn't he let the Hawk guy or whatever? I forget his name. He should have let him die because that dude regenerates or whatever, reincarnates or something. I don't know. The whole thing's kind of dumb. It was dumb.
Yeah, I liked originally when they pitched Black Adam and like each character was supposed to play an essential role, but it looks like they chopped the movie and put it back together differently.
Yeah, I'd believe that.
And the reshoots were just people rereading their lines because a lot of the time it's like, like when the guy's jumping out of the plane, it looks like his mouth's moving differently to the words. And he should have died knowing that Dr. Fate, knowing what he knows, knowing what his fate's going to be, But he wanted to choose his own fate. He should have made that clear from the start that he has to choose. I can't die. I can't die unless I choose to die. And I'm getting told, I'm getting tired, and I choose to die. And then, I know my time is cut. I'm going to get an opportunity. I'm going to die, and I want you to carry on in my name. You know what I mean? He should have said stuff. There's a lot of opportunities in that movie where they just should have said stuff that really impacted why they're together, why they decide to remove superheroes from the playing field and supervillains from the playing field, why they think that they're the protectors of the earth and not Superman. Why is Superman down with all this? You know, there's just too many whys that start coming up after the movie's over that destroyed what could have been a 6 or 7 out of 10. And what really destroyed the movie was the fact that clearly the only reason why they brought Superman in was, oh, we're not getting enough pre-sales.
Yeah. I hate that that was
He
kind of a
doesn't fit.
tease to something that'll never happen.
And it's not The Rock's fault. I think The Rock had a solid pitch. I think the studio cut the movie apart, put it back together. And I don't know, I've heard from plenty of people at DC that says ever since Marvel passed DC, DC hasn't tried to pass Marvel. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, I would like. I mean, when I heard about the pitch from The Rock himself, I'm like, okay, I'm on board with that. It was good.
It's been what, 4 or 5 years in the making, that movie at least.
Well,
If I were him, I would have been very pissed off or done something. I mean, if Warner Brothers can pander to he who should not be named, I'm pretty sure The Rock would have some leeway in like saying, hey, we're not doing this, we're going to do it as originally, or you could find someone else.
But what they did to The Rock, making him tiny, it looked horrible.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with Warner Brothers. They don't seem to be focused on the movies anymore.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta run downstairs. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I mean, they're making so much money off the theme park and merchandise. That's all they care about. And they seem to be forgetting what makes those products valuable.
Plus, their moral compass is highly questionable.
Yeah. But I think somebody once said, the problem with the studios is the directors took over. They pay themselves lots of money and they have no interest in the product.
It's a damn shame.
I don't get it. What this whole deconstructionist movement and a lot of these directors, they hate the material they make. So don't make it. But they love the money. But I think deep down, they are trying to destroy products so that we'll buy the crappy movies at a crappy price, but there'll be no quality to it. You know what I mean? They want to lower the cost of movies. You know what I mean? So they churn out crappy products and say, well, if you want to pay more for a movie, if you want a better movie, you have to pay more. You know what I mean? No, you guys take a pay cut.
Exactly. It's like Mr. Krabs. It's like Mr. Krabs just took over the entirety of the thing.
Somebody once said, I don't know which channel it was, but they looked into what happened with I forget the name of the TV show, but there was a sci-fi channel TV show, and it cost a lot to make, but they were making a lot of money. But then they realized they could make more money with less, so over time they cut back. And by the time the show was finished, the CGI was pretty much being done for basically minimum price, and yet, it wasn't until later, when DVD and Blu-ray came out that people started watching the show. And of course, 10 years later, the graphics don't hold up. So there's no value in the show. You know what I mean? Nobody likes it anymore. because they went from models to CG. But the cost these days, I don't see the value. I do not see the value. I cannot add up the computing costs that they're spending on CG. I mean, what are they doing? Buying a new computer every time they want to do CG or something?
And that's why they hate Keanu Reeves, because Keanu Reeves gets it. He gets it because he sees how much effort people put into the work on his movies, and he makes sure that they're paid really good.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, directors, where's your pay up too?
When he did The Matrix, he said if the final product wasn't any good, he wouldn't do the sequels. But the first product, they said they put a lot into the first movie, but then Warner Brothers got him to sign up for the sequels, and then pulled the rug. You look at the quality of the first movie compared to the quality of the last one.
I still think the first two still hold up. The third one, I can appreciate for what it is, but I do see the point. And I'm like, oh yeah, they really fucked that one up.
I think if they just chopped a few scenes and had reshot them with just just explaining, I deceived you. It's my job to deceive you. That's the oracle. She just said it's all happened before. I'm not an oracle. It's just all happened before. You're going to go to the room. The architect, the CPU, the master CPU, he's going to give you a choice. But this time, I think you're going to do something different. I think you're going to choose to save the girl because you want to break the cycle. Because in the past, everybody's taken the reboot route of the reboot, and it's not worked out for anybody. Just that. It would have done. They would have done fine. Yes, he's overpowered. So is Superman. So is most of the MCU. Why they get pissed off that Keanu Reeves is overpowered in The Matrix, but you know what I mean? The audience don't know what they want. But if you have a scene longer than a minute and a half of talking, it seems to turn off most people.
What you talking about, Willis?
The Matrix, how they got if you use too many big words in a movie, it makes the normies cry.
Yeah.
Use too much CG and the normies cry. Give them anything original, the normies cry. No, but I can't be sure if The Rock or Zack Snyder or the different people who in trying to ruin each other's day over at Warner Brothers actually, I think if the audience had any maturity, which most don't, they would just write Warner Brothers off and say, look, if you're going to act like a bunch of immature brats, I'm not going to see a movie by J.J. Abrams anymore. Not going to see any Schneider movie again. If you people can't behave like mature adults, then although Schneider had a good vision for the DC.
Yeah.
He had it all mapped out, but then they asked him to write all the scripts and they weren't going to pay him. They wanted to see the scripts before they'd pay him. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Is anybody else watching Yellowstone?
Is the new one out?
No, I don't know. I'm watching it because I haven't
seen it because I think it's.
What episode are you at?
It's you can get it on Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just finished season 1.
What'd you think?
I love it. I'm hooked.
It's great. It gets better.
Where are you at?
Huh?
Where are you at?
I'm all caught up. I'm waiting for the new one to come out.
I'm waiting for the boys, but it looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's not going to be until near the end of this year.
Speaking of the boys, I saw a article the other day.
Yeah, they're talking about.
I wonder
cool,
what they're gonna do.
Yeah, bring it up. Looks cool. Although they're saying that a few channels who've shown footage of the boys, but I don't know. I think they just showed clips of 3, but not that long ago, 3 ran anyway. So I'm not surprised if it's not going to be until September this year. Though. Season 4. Although.
Trying to find that article I shared, but I don't remember where I shared it.
They won't finish filming until March 23, which means they'll have 6 to 8 weeks of editing per episode to put it all together.
Scrolling through Twitter, my Twitter feed, we got since last week we got a Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
And Joy Behar's done flipped out over suggested Republicans planted declassified documents on Joe Biden.
But his garage was locked. How did they know that he had these classified documents from when he was VP in his private office, and they took it out of his private office in Penn State and put it in his garage that was locked and secure? He said so. Joy Behar needs a tinfoil hat. So do our viewers. Actually, they need meds, lots of antipsychotics.
Let's see.
These people,
the facts are unequivocally different in the Trump and the Biden case. That is a fact. Trump obstruction is the biggest issue, that he didn't willingly and voluntarily hand over these documents.
Are you kidding me?
Ew, what am I hearing?
He took them.
They're allowed to say anything
in his garage in Wilmington, and he
because
just laughed
Trump's a public figure. It's harder for him to sue.
But it's not going to happen. But it's actually, but real quick, it is taken that first. But just real quick, Donald Trump's whole argument in his defense hinges on former presidents have mishandled classified documents, and as a former president, I have the right to declassify documents. Now, I disagree with both of those, but
that's still the.
How?
I mean, that's still.
It's constitutional. He has the right. End of story.
Joe Biden was never a president.
He was VP, which means he's not allowed to take documents home.
Like, I hate to say it, this is much harder.
You know what I think? I've never seen a luckier person than Donald Trump. Just as we're this close to getting him, but somehow these documents.
No,
here's the thing.
He gets away with if he's getting away with anything, it's because you're all stupid and making up stuff.
Is first. Now, again, one of the
oh God, the gorilla speaks.
Is before we know,
jeez, that was
it's
rough.
already been spun a specific way. I don't want to see that. I want to see someone explain to me, how it's possible that after all this time, nobody knew.
You just won't listen.
Because to me,
oh my God, what'd you say, David?
I said she wants proof, and somebody explains to her how he seems to get away with all this stuff. Easy, you're making this shit up. That's why he gets away with it, because he hasn't actually gotten away with anything. A company collapses. That doesn't mean as a director, you're automatically criminally liable for damages.
Right.
Otherwise, every person who's ever gone bankrupt would go to jail.
If you're missing classified information, I don't mean to laugh, but in my house, if stuff is missing, I know it's missing.
Does it feel like Oppo research to you? Does it feel like the Republicans are behind it?
It's not. Originally, but...
Well, listen, child. Come on, child. All right, child.
It was NBC who broke the story.
Yeah. You know, they probably hated having to break that story.
But they won't explain who called them and said he had the documents in his house. I think it was
yeah.
who put the job in. I think it was Kamala.
I just think it was the sludge, the swamp.
Yeah,
The swamp
yeah, the
itself?
swamp.
And they're done with Joe Biden. They have no use for him, and he's out of there. And it's just like, yeah, they put it in there, and he was just like,
Come on, man.
Well, they shot themselves in the foot this time because they fucked up. Because if you think about it, if Joe Biden gets ousted, Kamala gets ousted, who's next in line?
That's why they want to. That's why they want to double. That's why they're looking at who leaked the documents, and basically, rather than impeach Joe, they want to. They just pretty much want to sideline him with investigations because that way they can keep Kamala out as well.
yeah.
If they impeach Joe, she takes over. And the Democrats don't want to seem like they're trying to get rid of Joe. They want to appear to be a united family.
But
at the same time, they're all snitching on him to NBC.
But she can't take over.
Nothing but Clinton. No, the Clintons. I said if the Clinton was VP, Joe would be gone.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, Kamala can't be president.
Well, she shouldn't legally be allowed to be VP either.
Exactly, but by where she was born, she's not a U.S.
They're
citizen.
saying she's born in California, yet we know she's born in Jamaica and was schooled in California for 6 years and then sent to a private school in Canada.
Yeah. So, I mean, this stuff we already know
She wasn't
about.
born in America, but they're saying her parents. No, I think her father was a citizen later. I think both her parents weren't citizens either until later.
And and look at Barack Obama's case. Same thing.
Yeah.
No, there is no. The only difference with Barack Obama is there's definite that his mother was an American citizen by birth, even though he wasn't born in the United States. They said he was born in Hawaii by registry, and you can't prove otherwise because the judge who signed the document went swimming, had her plane crash, and while swimming to the rescue boat, she got sucked underwater.
Nah, I have a feeling that in that theory, she was murdered, and they just make it look like an accident.
Yeah, look, Obama has so many lies about his background. So does his mother, and his grandfather is a banker connected to the CIA. So you do the maths.
The problem is, though, I mean, I wanted to like the guy. I wanted to. I mean, smart, upstanding, everything in between.
He said all the right things. He was he made all the right promises, but he never kept one of them. And yet people believe everything he says because they don't want to appear to be racist. Here's the perfect cover story. I did my best. That's not good enough. You made promises. You didn't even pass one bill to reduce spending. Not once.
I bet you right now, Nancy Pelosi is probably hitting the wine cabinets right now because she lost the chance to be House Speaker again.
No, she set all this impeachment in motion because she wanted to be president, and they would never. And she's never been selected once to run.
You should pop up some cooking videos.
Yeah.
Some what?
You should pop up some cooking videos. You used to do that all the time.
Well, what I'm trying now is I'm trying to find where Joe
find a high capacity gas stove.
What?
He's trying to find a high capacity gas stove so he can piss off the YouTube gods.
Right. Well, no, I'm trying to find out when Biden described Obama.
Oh
yes.
Remember
That's
that?
kind of rubbed off of YouTube a little bit.
Probably. But there's probably somebody who's still got it clipped on one of the alternatives like Rumble.
Good point. I'll check
Speaking,
over there.
There goes your monetization.
Yeah.
I went to the movies today.
Sweet. What you see?
Megan.
The love child of no, I forgot his name.
I will fairly say it was good. Minus a few moments here and there, it was fairly good.
The love child of Vision and Wonder.
I don't understand what is Megan. I've seen like clips of it.
It's a life-size childlike figure composed of AI who think like Terminator only in kid form.
It's a
Oh,
mini android.
But gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and then given like an absurd amount of directives, which is vaguely worded, that comes back to bite people in the ass.
Become psychotic.
But it was pretty good nonetheless. So I enjoyed it. My sister enjoyed it. I did see Violent Night. That was a lot of fun. Good movie. I would recommend if you guys haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's worth it.
I have.
Oh, I saw
Especially
it.
worth it getting, especially seeing Luigi getting slammed. That's
Dude,
for Mario Brothers. Poof.
The hammer scene was amazing.
Yes.
Without any spoilers, I'm just saying the hammer scene was amazing.
Now you talking about the hammer scene indoors or the last one?
Indoors, the indoor scene.
That was definitely the best scene in the movie, the indoor hammer scene.
Plus, I got some late Christmas presents too. A Tokyo Ghoul Nintendo Switch case.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys can see. I got the Gundam Earth Federation Space Forces logo. I'll display that soon. Some Hunter x Hunter boxers. I'm just gonna flat out just say it. And I got this.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
So I had the expansion pack and the core game, so I'm set to host an event at Comic-Con or anything. I just gotta find time and I gotta make connections in order for it to work. Luckily, I know a few people, so I will see if I can get in touch with them.
So you and Seth went with the Switch. I'm leaning more towards the Steam Deck.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, I think that's what it's called. It's basically your gaming Steam, but it's a bigger version of the Switch, basically.
We're launching it here in Australia soon. Yeah,
I don't follow what you're saying there, buddy.
Don't you have a Switch?
Yeah.
See,
it's like a Switch, if you don't play the games. Yeah, it's like a Switch, but instead of downloading the games to install, you just you stream the games to you and stream the controls to the server.
I'll share my screen so you can see it.
All right.
It's a persistent online. That's the biggest problem with it. It's persistent online and requires a minimum speed as well.
It's got 2 pads.
Oh, I've seen this one. Okay.
And
I've not seen that before.
Any game you can play on the PC, you can play on this thing.
Huh.
Yeah. The thing is, that's the bonus. That's the thing about it. You don't need minimum hardware. It'll play any game because it's got maximum hardware on the server through a emulator.
Yeah. So it's great graphics. Feels better.
And it's a Valve deck, not a Steam Deck. Yeah. Well, they call it a Valve Steam Deck, I know, but it's
yeah, Valve Steam Deck.
any Valve or any thing on the Steam store, you could stream through the server to you. So you don't have to be able to install it. You don't need minimum hardware, but it's always persistent online. You don't own the game, and soon you may not own the save games either. But you will have the option to stream to Twitch.
Yes. Straight from your
account.
And it's massive though.
Yeah,
it's like it's meant for big hands.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think you can stream direct to Twitch without needing to stream off your deck, which is handy. Whereas if you want to do it to YouTube, you have to install an app.
But the little squares you see, right here, they're touchpads, like little mouse
programmable keys. Yeah, for different games, they get different settings. Yeah,
it comes with a nice carrying case, but the price is not that much more than a Switch. It's got more
whatever.
power.
That's like double. Switch is like $199.
Yeah, Switch is really cheap now.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about the original price.
Yeah, I know when Switch came out, it was expensive, but yeah.
But it's a 7-inch screen, and it comes with so much more accessories. Here's the back of it. What it looks like. So
a lot of people say you can't rely on the battery. You need to carry a second battery. Use a wireless battery charger while you're playing. There's a few little ifs about it. Otherwise, my main pet peeve is it's a persistent online.
Yes.
You don't own the games. They can cut you off at any time. It's limited controller. So if you get some sophisticated game, you have to remember combos. You have to, on your program buttons, you have to flip through those. Yeah, they say games like God of War, with all the powers, it's just basically turns the program buttons into a tab key. So you tab through your powers and then hit activate. Well, you wouldn't want to be doing that in PvP when you can just do it on a PC by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now the beauty of this is you can get a controller that looks like PlayStation or Xbox, or you can even hook a keyboard to it so you can play it.
Well, they've improved it. Well, they've improved it then. Because previously they've had lots of problems.
Why get this if you can just make it a computer?
If I can make it a computer?
Yeah, with a keyboard and stuff like that.
It's
why would you?
It's faster without all the it's faster.
Yeah. Well, it's portable for one, and then you can have the argument, okay, well, you can get a gaming laptop, and it's portable. But a good gaming laptop is crazy expensive.
Yeah. If you add a hard drive to what makes a computer expensive is adding stuff like a hard drive.
Yeah.
Memory is cheaper than storage.
A lot of people on here are talking about, I just Googled Valve Stream Deck on YouTube, and there's a lot of people talking about how it's incomplete, but it is fun.
Well,
there's a lot of games you can't play.
It's also
there's a lot of games that can't play
of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it's
why would you want to do that versus a Switch?
Because I've played a Switch. Actually I have a Switch, but see, hold on. Well, my camera don't work. I got one in my hand right now.
Yeah.
The screen's small. The buttons don't fit my hands right, and I feel like I'm gonna break it. This one where I know you can buy the Switch Lite and the controllers are built into it, and maybe I should have got that better. you'll know, Seth, you probably noticed if I have something in my hand, a canned drink or anything, by the time I'm done with that canned drink, it's half crushed.
Well, I bought a clip-on piece for the back of the Switch, so it's more comfortable in my hand. Yeah, it's just a thing. It goes on, it clips on the whole back of it, and it's got both, to where you can just hold it.
But see, I have a gaming PC, and I got a bunch of games on Steam I can play. I could play it mobile then, and it'll save it, so I can play it when like I go on vacation or something on downtime, and then when I get home, it's all saved on my computer.
Yeah, I could see a few practical examples of a streaming deck useful, particularly if you can access your cloud server, etc. But the thing I don't like is the fact you don't own the games, and you're likely not to own the save files. And if you and any streaming you do is subject to so many rules.
So, big news from Apple. Do y'all want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what I got. Hang on. This just clips on the back of it. Gives it a little bit more fuller feel.
Yeah.
You can hold your games and stuff in it. Game slots.
It seems like they're protected a little more too.
Well, I don't really know about protection, but it's just it's a nice little grip.
Well, you know how like the controllers are a little loose sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess that would fix it a little bit.
I don't know. It just feels better when you're holding it like that. Plus, it's like $10. So.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah. I never play my Switch. I need to play it.
Yeah, I just got back into playing Metroid Dread and a few other games.
I don't get why Nintendo made streaming so hard from the Switch.
But what I was saying about Apple, do y'all know what Apple did when they were about to release the iPhone?
Use old technology that Samsung had already done.
Well, besides that, what they did is they started taking away funding for the MP3 player because they knew people were going to start using their phone.
Yeah,
for MP3.
before that, that's right. They ceased supporting the iPod.
That's what they're doing to the phones now. A lot of the big branches for innovation with the phones, they're stopping, and there's a bunch of people thinking, are they pushing it towards their new VR headset they're making? Is there something new they just ain't announced yet? They don't know.
Because what they've done, it appears they're pulling all support for any phone before i10.
Yeah.
But people already knew way back from the iPhone 5 that there was a time limit on Apple support for the device. And a lot of people, they had extended warranties, etc. But I think a lot of people were just bringing their phones to the iStores and getting them fixed. And a lot of the stores, in order to keep the high volume of trade, weren't checking people's warranties, etc. So I think Apple's doing a crackdown, actually, on the amount of bootleg stuff in China. It's making their way through their stores because nobody's doing the proper checks. So imagine if you bought a rip-off iPhone for half price, took it to Apple, damaged, and got a whole new guts. You've pretty much got an iPhone for half price.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they're pulling everything before 10, because they're also pulling out of China for the 12, isn't it? Onwards is going to be made in India. Now, I don't know why they're making multiple models and selling older models in other countries, but that's the same way it goes. But used to be they did a universal release, and well, they sort of still do in their premium stores, but they still have older products on the shelves in a lot of countries.
I wonder how.
Oh, sorry.
I wonder how Steve Jobs would react to this if he were still alive.
I think he'd be furious. The company's like $200 billion in debt, but at the same time, he'd be like amazed how valuable the company's become in such a short time.
Did y'all hear about the Netflix price jump?
Yeah,
I heard it's coming up
for a long time.
Yeah, but they got a new basic plan. They got two basic plans. $6.99 with ads, and then $9.99 basic plan without ads. Then your standard is $16 and premium is $20. See, that's what made Netflix so good, is because it was one price and you got everything.
One price, you got 4 accounts. Just watch what you want.
Yep.
No specials, nothing on the side, nothing.
Why complicate? Why complicate it? See, this is what pisses me off with corporate.
The reason why they initially complicated it is because India said we want exclusives. They didn't want their content outside to be broadcast on Netflix to the world. They wanted Netflix to guarantee them exclusive content and exclusive distribution, and that they would keep their DVD sales in foreign countries. Well, don't forget, there's a big Indian population that download Bollywood movies every year off and sell them on DVD around the world. So they're all losing money now because of their stupidity to make it exclusive to India on certain shows. So the Indian population around the world just basically said, yep, we'll start ripping off Netflix, start using VPNs, pay really cheap. Instead of paying premium in America, we'll buy, half price in India. Because
it makes me so mad, because I used to watch Family Guy when I'd go to sleep on Netflix, and I'd just let the episodes run because I had to have sound. And they took it off, but only in the US. If you get a VPN and make it to where it scrambles and then change your location on Netflix, you get Family Guy again on Netflix.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. All these countries wanting all these exclusives, and others saying, no, we don't want this program, we don't want that program. Yeah. It's freaking ridiculous. Netflix has to say, this is the problem with international business, is particularly with entertainment. You start to get you'll get India who says no porn. Then you get India saying, oh, we want exclusive content on the Indian League games. And so we sell at a premium price overseas. So, but then all the people, as soon as they learn it's on Netflix in India, they get a Netflix Indian account for virtually nothing and watch it. And then you get people downloading Bollywood movies and selling them overseas. And there goes their overseas DVD sales. Nobody stops to think the consequences of their actions anymore. Netflix should have just said, no, our business model is this. We're not going to bend the knee to every country and give you control over the content. Because in the end, it's cost them more money than they've made. They're losing money. They're losing value. They're losing customers. They can't afford to stay in some countries anymore. They're losing money. Look, it's self. Look, the people have to decide. Are you going to have international trade in entertainment or not? If you are, you just can't control the content, another country's content. I mean, India hates being told what to do, yet they're telling us what to do all the time.
Yeah.
That's the purest irony. It's like, okay, then, so you're telling us what to do, but why aren't you stopping your own people from doing all the wacky backdoor scene shit?
Yeah, you don't want to pay full price. You claim to be a poor country. You don't want to play full price for Netflix. At the same time, you want to pay everybody to pay premium for your movies. Well, you're not going to have it happen. We're not going to have premium channels. No, that's not our business model. But Netflix just saw dollar signs in front of their eyes and thought, oh, 1 billion Indians, we'll make money off that. Premium channels, everybody.
Yeah. The day that the corporations of America stop listening and stop being bullied by other countries, the better.
The problem is collectively they're all run by people who are panicking they're wrong all the time. That they can't, oh, I'm bored. Let's make up this new promotion, or let's find a new market. Let's, oh, I need a new yacht. Find me a way to make money, people. And it's like, we already are making money. I need more. $1 million a year isn't enough. $1 billion a year isn't enough. 10 billion a year isn't enough. Why aren't we making money anymore? Because nobody can afford the service anymore, sir.
Well, do we want to
they
call
charge
it
America
10:30?
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you got to say, David? Finish your thought.
I was going to say, final thought. America is going to stop paying premium price for goods and services made in America to sell it cheap to everybody else.
Yeah.
Take back consumer control. You have if you could build a market, you can build another one to replace it.
Precisely.
Goodbye, Disneyland. Goodbye, DC. Goodbye, Warner Brothers.
Let's play this talking about ending. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys know what feeding the ducks means?
No. No idea.
All right. This is a song from StreamYard titled Feeding the Ducks. Feeding the ducks is I don't even know what it's called. Not like a metaphor, but it means something else.
Oh.
Yeah, it means male pleasure. But yet it's on StreamYard. Like this is one of their background music.
Feeding the ducks music, yes.
Yeah.
It's described in one of the Urban Dictionary as making the motions of feeding the ducks while engaged in self activities.
Anywho, we're out of here. It's time to go. Yeah. So check out everybody's channel down below. That kind of rhymed, didn't it?
Oh yeah, we got links in the description below. My LinkTree leads to lots of books. People buy lots of books.
Yeah, buy David's book. One of these days when we win a lottery, David's gonna come over here.
Yeah.
We win a lottery, dude. We're gonna have a huge meetup. Which, speaking of that,
I would be down for the meetup.
Yeah, you come. We're having a meetup March 3rd. If anybody wants to come, they can. They're more than welcome. I'll give out my address offline if anybody wants to make the journey to Virginia. But yeah, we're gonna try to get together and have a garage podcast on March 3rd.
I'll bring my Connect. So we get
Cool.
that open camera view.
Yeah, do that. Anywho, yeah. You guys have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow morning for coffee and gaming. So, yeah, we're just gonna enjoy this music. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Cause here we go. Man, he left.
Oh.
Well, he said
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.